Hey, friends and family from Ronny's Farm to Table. It's a little bit too cold today to be outside, really. It got actually a lot colder on Friday night. The wind chill was about -30 at some point during the night there. And guess what? My furnace stopped working too in my house over there. So me and my wife, we had to put up a couple space heaters to keep the house not from freezing up, which was always very exciting on the farm, those kind of moments. But we've just made it through. It was not our first rodeo. I'm starting here in the Crookston room too because I covered up my dad's piano collection and I moved 2 pianos which were sitting right here away. So I have a little bit more space here because I want to build a dirt cheap clean room basically. What you see in the still box there, I'm just gonna blow it up and make it big. So I'm be inside that clean little area and it will be very cheaply made. It's just gonna be 2x4s, plastic sheeting. Later on I will be investing into more sophisticated setup, but this will just suffice as well. I will be using the HEPA filter and the fan on the still box, putting it right here where the table is, blowing it air down this table, which will be really cool because at this point I could have up to 2 or 3 people working here and mixing the substrate with the grain spar. And you are not so restricted like in the still box with your arms in there sitting in the same position. It really went into my back muscles after doing it for 3 nights over the weekend. I understand I had really interrupted workflow. If I would have had like 9 hours straight working, I probably would have gotten it done in 1 day, but I had to split all of these apart. So that's the update from the Crookston room. Let's go over in the Berliner room and check up on the mushrooms, what they were doing over the weekend, and how many bags we actually have in there now, because I'm done with substrate mix number 5. So that's all over in the Berliner room. Let's check out how many we got in here. Welcome into the Berliner grow room. It's time to check up on the dark tent and on the growing tent. We have now about 223 bags in total. It's a new record that we have. We are increasing each week how much we can go. Let's see how far we can take this. And if I have to buy a new tent next week, perfectly fine. There are worse problems to have than that. So in this tent alone, in the dark tent, it's 238 bags in there. It would have been a lot more, but I increased my bag size. You see, I had 5 inches by 8 inches by 20 inches. Those were my previous one. And now my new bags, they're 8 inches by 10 inches, so they're a little bit beefier on the base. And you probably will see that once I'm opening up this tent. But before we do anything, we have to get in our sterile lab outfit. Hold on 1 second. Cut the egg. Come on. Here we have the 2 examples of the different size of bags. I hope you can see that on the camera. On the right side here was the smaller one, the 5x8, and this one is the bigger one. Maybe see how much beefier it is. I hope. Alright, just wanted to show you. Those are from this weekend that we made. There's already some colonization happening that I see. Alright, let's check on the growing tent. So let's see what's going on in here, huh? Back here we have a couple pink oysters. They look great. I actually harvested some over the weekend here. Yep, they're coming, looks good. No issues there. Some of the golden oysters here, they're already on their second flush on this side. These are brand new ones. Here, and they're all coming pretty too. Back here some more pink oysters coming. Looking great, looking great. Oh, look at that X. It really followed that X shape on this one. How cool is that? But here's a beautiful cluster too. Down here we have some other bags. Probably I'm gonna toss those away now. They've been too long in here and they're just not productive anymore. So nothing on those white oysters from November the 14th yet that I see. No activity. These guys have a lot of activity. They're ready to be harvested. Down here, you know, the chestnuts, they are not very happy with this temperature that I have them in. I have to consider some other action just to make them grow. It's very, very interesting. All right, and down here is the lion's mane, which is slowly coming as well. There we go. Looking good. Squishiness test. Is it squishy? Squishy? Yep. Squishy. Squishy still. Alright. Give it some more time. That one looks awesome. No, that one is not as squishy. You keep growing, bud. Alright. Good. That was the update from the grow tent. That's it for today, folks. I'm probably gonna be cleaning the humidifier tote, but you have seen me doing that now several times. I don't have to record it every single week. I'm doing it. Part of my weekly chores. Get that all nicely cleaned up, back assembled. Probably not gonna do the deep clean of the growing tent. I did that later last week, I think about Wednesday, so we still should be good for another couple of days in the grow tent and cleaning this for sure. So, and then I have to go inside and do a couple behind the scenes business things. I have to create the LLC. There's some paperwork I have to submit for it, and I have to create a nice invoice sheet for my customers. Most certainly on my wholesale end of this business that I'm starting here. So thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.